That's the first time I've opened the trunk up at night. I put my lawn chairs in, went to a cruise in tonight, and so you'll see it in this video, and just got back. So did you restore this car, or have you had it?
I could never do this.
Have you had it a long time?
Probably 7 or 8 years. The guy that I had it with for 100,000.
So somebody put 100,000 miles on it after restoring it?
I put about 5 on it. Yeah, he lived in Idaho, and his daughters were in California and Texas. So every year he made at least 2 trips.
I assume it's still the original straight 8. Can you open up the hood?
Yeah,
Can I?
Straight 8. See better on this side.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, wow. What a neat car.
Oh, you've been down this road before.
And I thought it was somebody that eBay that he found, but evidently.
Beautiful. Do you keep this at home? Oh, that's right. Hi.
This thing is beautiful.
Hello.
Love it. Is it still original?
All original.
It looks it. It's amazing.
It was originally purchased by the executive at Allison in Indianapolis. Allison transmission, but it's never been.
So we got to test it.
Winter, you can tell by looking at it.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Rust everywhere.
Is the 79,000 miles the original mileage?
Yep.
Slow enough, and I've got the running boards, and then I can get in and out of this. So.
What engine does it have in it?
440.
Wow, nice.
It's 350 horse though. It's not TNT.
Can you open the hood for a minute?
Sure.
I love these big old Chryslers.
Yeah, I do too.
They're absolutely beautiful. Oh wow, nice.
I had the valve cover gaskets replaced, and the mechanic said it'd be fun and paint the valve covers. I said, that's not Chrysler blue.
Looks good though. I mean, look at that. Wow, super nice.
Air is ice cold.
Really nice. I had a Dodge Royal Monaco Brougham that had a 404 barrel. Man, did that car go. You can imagine this thing
yeah,
really
this
goes.
It's metal.
Yeah, totally. Beautiful car you have here. The old Lincoln coming that I got to get some video of. I love the color of your Lincoln there, Brett.
Thank you. Oh, God. Young man, I'm giving you a ticket for being outrageous. Oh, darling. This is beautiful. Oh, God. There's a powder blue here. It smells so good.
The interior smells like
How are you? I can see it. It smells like what?
Grandma.
Champagne. Champagne. Oh, darling. Oh, darling.
27 minerals
Look
in the
at
water.
this. Nice entire exhaust.
Hello. How are you? We get
Actual
over a
mileage.
little bit. Last time I was here. This is actually 66.
Same year as the Galaxie. It's a 66.
3 months.
Wow.
You just got it.
Look at the green on this. Wow. Shows 11,832 miles on the odometer. Has AC, AM, FM stereo. It's a 76, I believe. Yeah, it has 77 maybe, 76, 77, somewhere in that area. Really an amazing condition. So how long have you had the car?
This is a recent acquisition. By recent, this was to purchase this in August of 19. And from a Mopar guy in Pennsylvania. He had a few mid-60s, early 70s Mopars, mix of muscle, mix of a couple of station wagons. He had a satellite and Belvederes and stuff like that. And a few of these, not a few, he only had 162. But I think he had a 61 and a 64 and, that sort of thing. B-bodies.
This thing is super nice.
And I have always loved this car. It's like, I'm like the person that likes the Edsel, it's like...
Yeah, I love the Edsels too.
So, that was all. I had the Johan model kit as a kid. I had the brochure. I always loved this car. And of course, all the movies, Mad Mad World, and all the Doris Day schlock from the early 50s, 60s that had Chrysler as a sponsor. They drove these. I always thought they were really cool.
What year is it?
62. So this is Chrysler's the beginning of the end. Because this is because I lost their entire volume. They basically had to kiss the full car market.
What a beautiful car. Yeah, go ahead and close the hood. This thing is really super straight. I mean, black will show any flaws.
It's been restored by the seller. He does that sort of thing.
Great
He
paint job.
didn't find, or didn't, I think it's available, he didn't find the actual material for the seat inserts, which is the only gripe I have. And of course, he was too cheap to buy these super expensive passenger side dash pad, which the up level of Fury trim had a molded dash pad with a very space age sort of waffle pattern on it, and they all crumble, they all fall to bits. And there's repros out there that are like $300 or some insane money for a piece of, slush cast foam and vinyl. And so he didn't put that on there. But other than that, the car is pretty original. He did a nice job with the underhood restoration. He was kind of a technical guy who loves having everything look factory under the hood. He did ruin the suspension, so I had to go and pull the helper springs out and took it to John R. Spring and had them redo the rear springs. And
this would have leaves in it.
Yeah, it's a leaf. I mean, it's a B-body, right? So these had leaves until 1981 when they kicked them to the curb.
Yep.
Because the R was the last B-body derivative. So the St. Regis and the Newport and New Yorker were the last B-body.
Okay.
They were R bodies, but they were on this platform, right? So I love how it drives. It's actually a good driving car. It's quick. It's got the 360.
Oh yeah, I would hope so.
It's fairly light for the 60s car. I think these are only like 3,400 pounds. 30.
That is light. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a Chevy was like 3,900 pounds.
Yeah, I think my
These were
Chevy's
like 400 pounds lighter.
My Chevy, the title says it's 3,690 pounds.
Yeah, that was the dry weight.
Yeah,
we
right.
weighed. Remember, we did the aero test, right? The GM wind tunnel.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So when we put it on the scale there, we got to calibrate the scales for the aero test. It was exactly 4,000 pounds with a full tank of gas and
your Impala was. Your the 59.
The power glide and a couple of power steering, and so once you add that to the 3,600 something, you end up quickly at 3,900 pounds. But relatively light compared to a Malibu that's 3,600 pounds today. So. Because there's no annoying structural steel for crashworthiness or any of that extraneous ballast. You don't need any of that. These things fold up into a neat compact shape when you have a collision.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, wait, no, the cars don't
avoid that.
occupy-
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's an active safety incentive. It will make you so afraid of ever getting into even a fender bender that you'll pay attention to the
The
road.
road,
you know?
yeah.
Is it original that the driver's seat's a little higher than
Yes,
the
that
passenger?
was their command post seating.
Wow.
That was
All
common
the-
in Chrysler
That was common
products.
on the bench seats. Oddly enough, they didn't do that on the bucket seats because the Fury, Sport Fury, and the others like the Dodge 440, the Polara 440, and those, they had a bucket seat interior with a console. And they didn't do it on the bucket seats because then it would have looked wrong. With one seat taller than the other and a space in between.
It still looks wrong, but
Well, this car was supposed to be asymmetrical. Go online and look at 62 Plymouth asymmetry, and you'll find, actually I can probably do it right now, we were laughing about this last time.
I just love it.
This was based on Virgil Exner's X&R show car, thematically anyway. And, I mean, Virgil had a heart attack. It wasn't sure what it was. So in the late 50s, early 60s, they did a whole series of concepts, grotesque, bizarro vehicles. Yes, for instance,
Wow.
the badge placement. Look at the badge placement.
Yeah, somebody did a nice job on this car. Well, that was the cruising that we went to, and there was a lot of cool cars there. I love that big old Imperial with its flathead straight 8. That was an amazing car. And the 62 Fury, what a beautiful car that was. That reminds me of, has anyone watched It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World? Yeah, those were cars like what they used in that movie. But anyway, that's it for this movie, or for this video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to see some more cruising and stuff, hit that 348 engine icon. It'll subscribe you. And thank you for watching. And I guess I need to clean the camera lens too. But thanks for watching.